Seamus Bruner from the Government Accountability Institute is back with us tonight, one of the leading organizations fighting to expose government corruption on all sides. Seamus, good to have you back on. Major admission from CNN's legal analyst. I thought that was quite a moment at CNN. At some point, they're all going to have to flip and cover this massive scandal, or else they're going to have no credibility left at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Rob. It's great to be with you. It's nice of them to join us here in reality, where we've been 5 years exposing the Biden corruption. I'm not sure what else it would have taken, but on the one hand, it's a little too too little, too late. But also, this is important. It's important for the mainstream media to cover all of this and to stop covering it up. Yeah. And their viewers, what few, maybe 5 people watching CNN, still there. It's going to be good for some people to get the truth.
Yeah, just to get it out there again. If they had started reporting this when the allegations and when the proof really was out there, the proof was out there. If they had started covering when we started having proof of this, there'd be a different guy in the White House. You have Devin Archer's testimony explaining that Hunter Biden was, again, selling access to the brand. We know what that means. You got a text message from Hunter revealing that Joe was present during a meeting with a Chinese business partner, saying, I'm sitting right next to my dad. You've got Grassley releasing FBI records alleging VP Biden was involved in a bribery scheme. That's the $10 million from the Ukrainian business owner, the Burisma business owner, wanted to get that prosecutor fired. Energy company in which Hunter sat on the board, as we know. There's payments from the Moscow mayor's wife to Hunter and Devin Archer for $3.5 million. She's mysteriously left off a sanction list when Russia invades Ukraine. So now you've got this current Biden administration making a decision, making a move to benefit a Russian oligarch after Russia invades Ukraine. You got a Kazakhstani oligarch paying Hunter $142,000 so he can buy a Porsche 911. There's this endless supply of evidence that Joe was in all of this, and he's the kingpin, and Hunter's really just the drug-addicted bagman. My question for you is, after all that, is do we have evidence of actual crimes? Do you see bribery, maybe money laundering with all the ridiculous shadow accounts that they use to get the Chinese money? Do we have actual crimes here?
I'm no lawyer, but I know lawyers who have said there are hundreds of crimes, hundreds of documented crimes. And, Hunter pled guilty, of course, until he didn't when he got that sweetheart deal. So, I mean, that right there is admission of the tax crimes. Mm-hmm. But does it go all the way to Joe? The FBI, as you mentioned, you've got the FD 1023 and a, quote, highly credible source saying that Joe Biden took bribe money. And then you've got Joe Biden on tape admitting to the quid pro quo in Ukraine. You're not getting the billion unless you fire the prosecutor. Last week, James Comer said, put out this email, which we find to be very, very interesting, where he, essentially his schedule gets forwarded to Hunter in May 2016. That is the end of the Burisma quid pro quo. It closes the loop. And it's Joe essentially saying, Hunter, you can tell your business partners we got it done. The prosecutor's gone. Burisma's in the clear. And Hunter's still cashing in with Burisma at that time. Yep. So, yeah, Rob, we've got more than enough evidence to both impeach and indict.
Yeah. On just the tax charges, you've got Hunter saying, I got to give half my money to my dad. That was untaxed money. That was money that they brought in, that they concealed, that they didn't tell the IRS about, and Biden was spending that money just like his son. So you've got federal tax evasion on the President of the United States. I think that case is pretty much open and shut from the evidence that we've seen. Seamus Bruner, thank you so much for coming on. As always, we appreciate it.